Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video is going to be another reaction video. Honestly, I did do like a slight research on this, and I wasn't going to react to it, but my brother told me to react to it because he seen the video and he thought it was crazy. So I'm going to react to this video. You guys are probably going to see a lot of me looking like this because I have to bust out these reaction videos because I haven't did it in a minute, okay? And you guys know I have been trying to push out videos because I haven't been that consistent. I can't say that. But what I will say is, on this video, we will be talking about MIYA Marcano. MIYA Marcano, she was a 19-year-old from Florida, Orange County to be exact. And she went missing from her apartment complex on September 24th, 21. That's all I know. I did like do like a little brief slash through just to see how it would be. They is gonna talk about a janitor and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and look into this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I did do another video just like this one on the story of Shania. So you guys go ahead and watch that video. I'm pretty sure you guys probably already done heard of the story of Shania, but I'm doing a lot of these videos because I do want to bring awareness to things does happen to smaller kids and teenagers and young adults like they used to. So I just want to bring it to people's attention that sometimes you can't even trust your friends. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. So let's get into it. I'm going to shrink myself. And then I am going to full screen. And this is a pretty thumbnail, by the way. So let's go ahead and move myself up a little bit, because I do want to watch it from the beginning. I just want to be in there so I can have something for my background.
Friday evening.
More videos like this, you can always follow True for Reality Production because they do put out a lot of videos. And honestly, I just like the way he tell his news, and so that's the reason why I react to him.
And now flyers like
I'm starting to hate this.
Flyers like this one are posted around the property, begging for the community's help to find the 19-year-old.
Why does it do me like this? I don't know. Let's stop there. So if you guys know any other if you guys know of any other that I can use, would you please put it below this video, because I really need to find one for my laptop that doesn't do this, because on my last laptop I had, it didn't do all this. So hopefully this laptop get itself together so we can do this reaction. Come on, laptop. I'm praying to the electronics gods, okay?
In old Caribbean culture, there's a folklore tale called Anansi the Spider. Well, Anansi the Spider is one of those people that are very swift and cunning. Using his brain, he could easily manipulate you. There's an old story about Anansi and the turtle, where the turtle comes over one day for lunch. He could smell that Anansi had prepared a meal, so the turtle knocks on the door. He then asked Anansi if he could eat. Now, Anansi is stingy. He doesn't like sharing, but he reluctantly lets him in. But just when they're about to start eating, he tells the turtle to stop because in our culture, we don't eat without washing our hands. So the turtle walks outside, walks back to the stream to wash his hands. But while he's gone, Anansi starts to eat. So the turtle washes his hands and he crawls back in. Well, when he crawls back in, he walks over the dirt, the grass. So when he sits back down, Anansi says, "Hey, your hands are still dirty. Go wash them." So he goes to wash them again. But by the time he gets back, Anansi has eaten all the food except for one tiny piece. At this point, the turtle has walked back and forth twice. So he's tired and he decides to just go home. But before he leaves, he invites Anansi to lunch the next day. Now, the little bastard already ate all the food from the prior day when he was with the turtle. Didn't share anything. But he still has the audacity to show up the next day for lunch with the turtle. Well, the lunch is underwater. But Anansi is so light that every time he tries to dive down to get to the food, he just floats back up to the surface. But again, just like I told you, Anansi is smart. He's swift. He's cunning. So he puts on a jacket and he places pebbles inside of the pocket. That way he'll be heavy enough to go down to eat. Well, he finally gets down to the bottom to eat with the turtle. But right before he's about to start eating, the turtle says, "Hey, could you please remove your jacket? Because in our culture, we don't eat with them on." So now, since he's in the turtle's realm, he has to abide by the rules. So he removes his jacket. And what happens? He floats right back up to the top. But when he gets to the top, the turtle begins to eat all of the food. And Anansi can't do anything but sit there and watch. You see, you can be smart, but there is always someone out there just as smart as you are. Mm-hmm. You'll soon find out that this next story that I'm about to tell kind of goes with it. MIYA.
Don't pay full price on Apple when you can do this instead.
That's what they say, girl.
Meet Capital One Shopping. So Capital One Shopping is a free online extension that can get you deals.
MIYA Marcano was a 19-year-old female from Fort Lauderdale. She was currently residing in Orange County, Florida, where she was attending college, as well as working at Arden's Villa apartment complex, where she also stayed. MIYA Marcano went famous on September 24th of 2021. She would last be seen around 5 p.m. She was due to get on a flight to visit her family that night. However, when she didn't show, this would raise alarm because they also couldn't contact her.
MIYA Marcano was last seen at this apartment complex on Arden Villas Boulevard Friday evening, and now flyers like this one are posted around the property begging for the community's help to find the 19-year-old.
That's crazy.
Orange County Sheriff's Office spent much of Saturday at Arden Villas apartment complex, less than a mile from UCF campus, searching in, outside, and around the building, and even blocking off a section of the parking lot. The apartment complex is where MIYA Marcano was last seen and heard from at around 5 p.m. Friday. Her family arrived from Fort Lauderdale to talk to detectives, anxiously waiting and hoping for Marcano to return home safely.
It's kind of scary. Like, you always hear about missing people, but you don't expect it to be anything close.
UCF student Asia Owens has been living in one of these apartments for 2 years.
I woke up to text like, "Hey, missing person was seen like right out there, last seen right out there," and I don't know, you don't really know how to react or what to do about it.
Marcano's father spoke to us off camera outside of the building. He told us his daughter not only lived here, she also worked for the apartment complex in the leasing office, which is where she was last seen. He told us he spoke with her earlier that day, but didn't hear from her when she got off work. He said she was scheduled to catch a flight to her family's home later that night, but she never boarded the plane.
A big issue that people who recently moved in have had is that the gate that we have is not always closed, and people would like it to be always closed.
So what's the security in it if it's not closed?
Them on that.
Again, MIYA Marcano is 19 years old. Her family says that she's 5 feet tall. If you know anything about her disappearance, you're urged to contact Orange County Sheriff's Office. And if you see her, police say call 911.
The story would quickly spread. However, the local authorities weren't acting quick enough, so the family took it upon themselves to begin searching. When Mia's condo was checked, there were signs of a disturbance. The dresser was pushed against the door, etc. You could clearly tell that something happened inside of her apartment. Although it was possible that this could have been a random act or maybe a kidnapping, the family, however, did have a person of interest, a man who goes by the name of Armando Caballero, a maintenance man for the Arden Villa apartment complex.
Come on.
But aside from working with Mia, he was also very infatuated with her. The people around her would testify that he would constantly call her phone.
Infatuation can be the death of you, because you'll think she doing certain things just so she can get your attention. You'll think that she smiling at you. You'll think that she dressing up for you. So when you infatuated with somebody, you think they doing every little bitty thing to you, for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can say hey one day to them and then they'll think, well, oh, she in love with me. But you got to think about it. Like, she probably spoke to him, or he probably spoke to her, and then she just left it at that and didn't pay him any more attention, and he probably got mad at her, blah, blah, blah. That's how it probably went. But let's keep going. Let's see what really happened.
He would send her money, etc. However, Mia just wasn't interested. When Mia went missing, he would decide to voluntarily inject himself into the investigation. Yes, he would approach the police himself. The moment this happens, would be captured on camera.
I didn't know this whole thing.
But no one knows Tati. You keep mentioning Tati, and no one knows Tati. The roommates don't even know Tati. You keep saying Tati is a friend.
Up here at 4 o'clock in the morning. Me and Tati were conversating about it, so I finally it came
okay,
up.
But
Should
Tati
I go and
is
see
someone.
if I see anything?
No one knows Tati. That's my whole thing. Not even the roommate knows Tati. She's an employee, but you keep saying Tati is a friend and that you all hung out together. No one here knows Tati. All her other friends showed up. Her closest friends that live in the complex.
They just want to see what they know.
No one knows Tati. Only you. Whoever Tati is, and Tati's on the phone, she shouldn't even be on the phone right now. As of right now, you have sent obsessive texts to Mia. We have all seen the text. You talked about giving her your life savings. You cash out her money, and you claim that you weren't in touch. It's on text. As a matter of fact, we're going to get a police report to pull your phone records if that's the case. There's evidence of obsession. You're fascinated with me.
It's not only from my side. So
you made her mad.
No one's saying that. It takes
you making it mad.
Listen. So we're talking to you who've been going back and forth on text.
That is your family. But until we figure out what's going on, just don't beat me up.
Nobody's beating you up.
You
put yourself in the middle right here. You brought yourself over here.
Because we're concerned.
You're concerned.
Why Tati went there?
I just found out.
All right, cool, no problem.
So how did Tati find out?
We didn't think it was serious. I don't even know how Tati found out.
Somebody's missing and you don't think it's serious.
Someone
maybe they hanging out. They got this place right here. They go downtown. I don't know. Maybe their phone's off.
I don't know, you guys.
Google Fi, a phone plan like Google.
I want to
Our
search
unlimited
myself
plus
in
plan.
something I ain't got nothing to do with.
Calls and texts.
But
Plus, unlimited hotspot.
Sometimes you just never know what's wrong with people these days.
She was supposed to show up for a flight and didn't show up.
It's common knowledge that whenever a culprit does something, sometimes they actually go to the police themselves in order to attempt to make themselves seem innocent. But on top of seeming suspicious, he would be captured in the daytime, seemingly removing items from his car. Items that look like items that belong to me.
Why haven't they gone in? going into his apartment. Why did they search him? He had a screwdriver in his front, the passenger side. Hold on.
Watch out that he's still.
Kaylee, see that?
How the fuck did that happen?
My stomach.
He made himself suspicious, so now he got people following him. And I'm pretty sure they're probably people who know her.
How the fuck did that happen? What is he doing? What is he taking out?
He's taking out. He has gloves.
He has gloves.
He has gloves in his hands.
He has gloves.
Gloves and what else?
The blanket.
Oh my god, that is my blanket!
So things are getting more suspicious by the day. The family would hold a vigil for Mia in hopes that she would return. Because after all, whenever one of your family members is missing, you can only pray that they will be returned home safely. There's always a glimmer of hope.
Father, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know. If thou withdraw thyself from me, Father, where shall I go? I come thanking you, Father God, for the morning rising sun. Thanking you, Lord, for the midday shade, even the present time and hour, my God and King. I ask you to bring her home to me, Father God. Lord, remember her parents, dear Jesus. Strengthen them. Let them know, Father God, that we have a charge to keep and a God to glorify. My God, my light and my Redeemer, touch your daughter from the top of her head to the sole of her feet. Jesus, thou Son of David, protect her. Walk and talk with her, dear Jesus. My God and King, give her the signs to show us where she is. Father God, a sweet child. My God and King, bring her home. Father God, protect her. Jesus, thou Son of David, you fought for Daniel in the lion's den.
You know what I hate? I hate that when people come to you like something that's like sentimental to you. I hate the fact that they bring their phone. Like, I hate that when you come to like a mural or a memorial or just like a remembrance, like this little site thing here. Why you need your phone? I just don't understand it. I never did. Um so I just don't get it. Why? Like, if anybody know that, let me know in the comment section. I feel like you should come to show your respect, and to bring a phone and to record the whole thing. I just don't think that's respect. I just don't. I think that's disrespect to the family. I think it's disrespect to the people who went through it. I never want to become one of those people who go to like a funeral and I'm recording the whole thing and I'm putting on the internet just to tell people how bad I felt or what I'm doing that day. I just never want to become these people. So let me know how you guys feel about that. So let's get back into it.
You fought for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. My God and King, come and fight for my grandchild. Bring her to me, dear Jesus. Father God, you're breaking my heart. My God and King, why have you abandoned me, dear Jesus? Bring her to me, Lord. You are breaking my heart, Jesus. I have no strength left. My God, my King, bring her home, Father. Bring her home, dear Jesus. Protect the Lord from the hands of the devil. Protect the Lord from the hands of the evil. Bring her home, dear Jesus. Father, what hurt they're doing to her, Father God. I bid them an enemy. I bid them an enemy, Lord. Bring our child home, dear Jesus. Bring her home, dear Lord. Yes. And all of the blessings I ask in your name, but in Jesus' so much name.
Oh, they look just alike. I think you had something to do with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like he did something to her. Like, I even feel like he did something to her, and then he showed up to see what the police knew about it. That's what I feel like he did.
Authorities have said the person of interest in this case, 27-year-old Armando Caballero, was found dead at a Seminole County apartment complex on Monday. It's also where his car was found. Police believe he committed suicide. They said he was a maintenance worker at the Arden Villas apartments near UCF, which is where Mia also works and lives. The sheriff says it appears Caballero expressed a romantic interest in Marcano and said she rejected him a number of times.
We now know that a maintenance-issued master key fob, which Caballero was known to be in possession of, was used to enter Mia's apartment Friday afternoon at about 4:30. This would have been about 30 minutes before she finished her shift.
The big question now, where is MIYA Marcano?
Mia was reported missing on September 24th of 2021. However, it wouldn't be until October 2nd that she would actually be found.
Damn.
She would be found with her feet, hands, and mouth all bound by tape. It is a terrible outcome to the story. However, at least her family can now be at peace.
Right.
Earlier today, the Orange County Sheriff's Office Emergency Response Team was searching the area of Timberscan Apartments that's off of South Texas Avenue in Orange County. And that's when they discovered a body we believe to be that of MIYA Marcano. About an hour ago, detectives notified Mia's parents of our tragic news. Our hearts are broken. I told you Thursday that hundreds of Orange County Sheriff's Office personnel were committed to this case and working very hard. Everyone wanted this outcome to be different. So why were we at Timberscan Apartments? So cell phone records showed us that Caballero was in or near the Timberscan Apartments on Friday evening between 8 and 9 o'clock. That's the evening that she was reported missing. And he was there for about 20 minutes. Nothing in the records indicate that he ever returned there prior to killing himself. So we sent search teams out first thing this morning. That's when they found what we believe to be Mia. And although we are very certain,
for some reason, it seemed like her name should be
positive
MIYA.
identification will have to come from the medical examiner's office. At this time, we cannot identify a cause of death, so I don't want to speculate on that. The most important thing right now is that, unfortunately, we have found what we believe to be the remains of Mia. So I know many of you were in New Smyrna Beach yesterday, as we were there for a day and a half, and the reason we were so focused on that area is because, again, cell phone records directed us to that area and indicate the most activity in New Smyrna Beach. In fact, he was there Saturday morning of the 25th between 3 and 4 a.m. for about an hour in that area. So that's why we were there for so long and focused a lot of our efforts there. As a community, as a sheriff, as a father, obviously we are grieving the loss of Mia. Again, we can't imagine the pain and anguish that Mia's parents, her family, the loved ones, the friends, and really our entire community have gone through and will continue to go through. On behalf of the men and women of the Orange County Sheriff's Office, we offer our deepest condolences to Mia's parents and her family and our loved ones. So I'll take some questions.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy how people do certain things it's just crazy how people do certain things and then they expect to get away with it. Honestly, when the infatuation started, when the case started, I feel like before the police even showed up, I feel like Mia was already dead. I know majority of us is probably looking at this story and like, what happened? But I always say that when you're infatuated with somebody or you obsessed with somebody, when you can't have that person, that obsession and that infatuation turns into abuse. And especially he was sending her money, trying to buy her attention, and she just was not showing interest. When her mom or whoever that was said that he was sending all his life savings or something to her, I believe that it can get to a point to where you send your everything to someone just because you think you could buy their love, but it doesn't work like that in the real world. And I'm pretty sure she probably done told him, hey, this, I just don't think this will work. We could be friends, but things other than that, I just don't see it working. And he probably couldn't understand it. So when a person don't understand why you can't be with them, I'm sending all my money to you, so why you can't be with me, then this is what happened. And it happened to someone that was close and dear to them. So I hope none of this ever happened to you guys. If you ever come across someone that's showing obsession tendencies or infatuation tendencies, I am going to do a video about infatuation, and most people mistake it for you being in a relationship or you in love with somebody. So just be on the lookout for that video. It will be coming up real soon. But like I said, we're going to be busting out these reaction videos. If you ever want to send me a video to react to, or you want more drama videos, send them to my email. There's always at the bottom or the bottom of each of my videos in the description box. Also, make sure you read the description box because you just never know when I decide to do a giveaway. But thank you guys for joining my channel. If you guys want more videos like this, then just be on the lookout.